Today we're gonna be playing Can You Survive Danganronpa.
Again?
Bum, 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 bum. What do you mean again? We've never done this before.
Oh, are we only speaking in terms of the published videos?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah. We have made number of attempts.
So that's why I decided to change the method in which we're gonna do this video. It's not gonna be like anything else. Every time you make a wrong decision and die, you're not just gonna pass by with a death. You're going to restart from the very beginning because the choice you make will lead you to different endings. We actually have 7 different endings that I've prepared. It's just like a choose your own adventure, but we're doing it in one video.
I'm pretty sure this is called ReZero, not Danganronpa.
And we're not playing through the actual Danganronpa plot because that would basically take forever. But we're taking the theme and the concept of Danganronpa and running with it. So play along and see if you can guess who the murderer is before Elias can.
Oh, so this is basically a multi-scenario of murder mystery.
You are walking to your first day in high school. Somebody taps you on your shoulder and says, "Hey, you're heading to Hope's Peak High." Me too. I'm Daniel. Nice to meet you.
I feel very illegal.
What do you mean?
I'm so old and I'm going back to high school.
Oh.
How old am I again?
That's why everybody you'll meet besides me are going to be fruits.
Hey, Timmy.
So here's your first choice. You can go with Daniel to school or go back home.
I get to go back home?
You can say you forgot your phone.
Well, it's only the first day, right?
Yeah.
So I go back home.
You locked in your answer. You tell Daniel you forgot your phone and head back home. You tell your mom that you're not feeling so hot and the school ended early and you go to bed. Now, Kayla put a 2-year past transition. For some reason, you and your families are fighting a bunch of weird-looking bears in a post-apocalyptic setting, and you have died. Uh-oh. And this is why you go to school, kids.
That's actually the real reason. Children go to school because they're threatened by reality of our society and mostly their mothers.
Okay, you get to start over. Hey, you. Are you heading to Hope's Peak High? Me too. I'm Daniel. Nice to meet you.
Yep, ReZero. Or a time loop over and over again. Do I have freedom in this thing? Like,
You have the freedom to ask questions.
I was going to try killing you.
Oh, no, you can't do that.
Well, with the time loop going on, I could potentially live in this realm forever.
It's not a time loop. You actually only get 3 chances.
Oh, did I already lose one?
Yeah. Okay, what do you do?
There was nothing to go. Like, the only choice left is to go to school.
Yeah, I mean, you can make the same dumb decision. I let you do it, but you die again.
End the video early. I can just repeat this option 3 times.
Okay, maybe not, maybe not. Let's go to class. As you step into the school, you feel dizzy and you go unconscious. You wake up in a classroom full of students, but that's it. There's only 1 classroom worth of students and most of the facilities are locked out. You look around to quickly see what everyone is like.
That is not the right move. When you're knocked unconscious and you regain consciousness again, the first thing you do is you check your own self. Look at your face, check your heart rate.
You check yourself and you look fine with that eyes that you got 3 episodes ago.
Right, I forgot about that.
Around you, there's a bunch of people who are distinct in their characteristics. There's Daniel, there's Banna, who looks like a banana. Timmy looks like a
Tangerine.
There's apple, there's orange, there's grape, there's cherry, and there's coconut. I gave up making names. Suddenly, a bear with a strange color and costume appears. He calls himself Monokuma, and he's the principal?
No, you're my murderer. I dreamed about you. It happened in the multiverse.
Hello, students. Please welcome your principal, myself. Sorry, kids. This is no longer Hope's Peak Academy, but a school for despair. You won't be able to leave this place no matter what you do. Oh, and don't worry about starving to death here. You'll be provided with electricity, hydro, food that's gonna last you guys 30 years. And if anything's going to kill you kids, it's your despair.
They call it School of Despair. That's not warning or threat. That's just honesty.
To leave this school, you must prove yourself as a graduate of despair by killing another one of you. Oh, and for your motivation, please look at this screen. And then he shows a screen of all of their families getting killed or whatever.
So there is nothing out there for me.
Well, you want to try to find out if the status of your family in the outside world is actually like that or not.
Also, it could be just CGI.
Maybe. Now you have 2 choices. You can explore the place. You can go to the cafeteria. Or you don't want to expose yourself to unnecessary danger. People look kind of weird right now. You can go back to your room and securely lock yourself in.
I choose to go to cafeteria.
Okay.
I'm bloody hungry and there could be a lot of hints there too. Like I'm gonna pick up a milk and check the expiration date. Because I was knocked unconscious and I don't know how long I was gone.
So you watched Danganronpa already?
Yeah. So if the expiration date on the milk says like year 2052 or something like that.
Okay, so that's the actual plot that you shouldn't...
At this point, I cannot spoil Danganronpa to anyone. Everyone knows it.
That's true.
They know it better than me.
So you go to cafeteria and you meet Banna and Timmy. They just want to chill here. They don't want to do anything stupid. Timmy says he kind of has to go to the washroom, but he's not sure yet. Banna says she just wants to cook some food. You have a bit of a strange odor that you can kind of smell, but it's not that strong.
What kind of odor? Describe the smell. It's just foul stench, or is it like an almond?
It's not almond. As far as you're concerned, it just kind of has a rotten smell to it, but you brush it off. You can now either go to the science lab, or you can go back to your room.
There was a foul odor, and the next option is to go to science lab. There is something going on in the science lab, or somebody used a certain chemical to hide the body or something. I don't want to deal with it. I go back to my home. I established my alibi with Timmy and Banna, and I'm done with it.
You go back to your room, things are getting a little too intense. You don't really trust anyone around you to be rational, so you need some time to recollect yourself. You head to the room that you're assigned to and decide to rest. The day passes by and you sleep in, but there's a knocking on your door. And it's not just a knock, it's more like a banging on your door.
3 o'clock in the morning. Go back to sleep.
You feel drowsy and you're scared. You need to make a choice.
No, not scared. Annoyed. Go back to bed.
What do? You ignore it, or you open the door.
I did a third option. I yell at them.
You only get 2 choices.
My potential opponents are bear, apple, coconut, banana. I'm not scared of them. I open the door and scream at them.
You open the door and it's orange. Behind him, there's Daniel, and everyone is freaking out and panicking. Timmy was found dead in the bathroom.
At a certain point, we need to make a video. Can we keep Timmy alive?
We don't know who or how, but Timmy is dead. Everyone's gathered together to investigate. You step outside to go to the class where everyone is gathered. We're trying to figure out the culprit.
Who found him?
Daniel did.
Okay, then Daniel's kind of sus, because why would you follow anyone into a bathroom?
Oh no, I wasn't following him. I was just going to the bathroom because I had to pee.
So like a toilet, not like a bathroom.
The toilet. I found him dead in a toilet to make it very visually clear. I didn't just creep into Timmy taking a bath.
That was the image I had in my mind.
No.
Like, what are you doing over there?
Grapes looks at Timmy's body and says, there's no visible sign of physical trauma.
Right, so there's no visible sign of trauma. He must have ingested or inhaled something. I open his eyelid and see if the eye seems too bloodied or something, like any signs of intoxication.
I don't know how intoxications look like in the eye.
I check the fingernails then. Is there any coloring in there?
I guess so.
So intoxication is what killed him. Thank you, Daniel.
All of a sudden, Monokuma comes out of nowhere and says, ooh, somebody has killed somebody. It is time for
someone to get out. That was the condition that you set up on. If somebody kills someone, they get to escape.
That's true, if they survive the trial.
Guys, I understand you guys are all scared and traumatized, but this guy dies in every other multiverse. It's not a big deal. We need a scout person to get a scan outside. Don't get the culprit.
Well, that's the thing. If somebody does escape and doesn't get caught, well, the rest of you get to die. Only one person gets to leave this place, and if they do, the people that weren't able to catch the criminal are punished instead.
Okay, there's no upside in this. You can't survive outside a dystopian world on your own. Everybody dies.
So you can ask questions and you can try to gather the clues. You haven't gotten all the clues because you skipped a bunch of choices.
Banna, after I left you guys, what do you guys do?
We were just talking and then Timmy said he had to go to the washroom, and so he did. Nothing happened.
Okay, we smelled a foul stench in the kitchen and Timmy's found dead in the toilet. So whoever was in the science room is kind of sus. Who was in the science room at the time?
Nobody answers.
Okay, all of you are sus now.
So there's a couple choices that are realistic. You can accuse Daniel. You can accuse Banna.
Accuse Daniel.
You can accuse, I'm giving you all the options first. Orange, or grapes, or coconut. Or you can say all of you are the killers. Daniel says, hey, you were locking yourself in your room all night.
Yeah.
How do we know that you're not the killer?
Like you said, I was inside my room.
We don't know if you snuck out.
How?
Maybe you were just acting like you were sleeping. You're sus.
Put me on a trial.
We can't. You have to make the decisions. We can't really kill you.
You know, it's just generally a good idea to kill a green-haired dude when the choices are not that clear. I'll accuse Daniel.
You put Daniel on trial. Is Daniel your decision?
No, it's too obvious a choice. Never mind. Yeah, so apple, banana, and green apple is out of the picture.
It's lime, okay? Daniel's a lime.
Coconut, what was the last thing you were doing before the crime scene was found?
I managed to get in this school because I'm the ultimate runner. So I was at the gym running.
All right. Cherry?
Well, I'm the ultimate artist. So I was at the science lab with grapes to...
Grapes. Can you confirm that?
Yeah, me and Cherry were chilling.
What were you doing there?
Well, I'm the ultimate scientist, so I was at the science lab, obviously.
What was the first guy again? Orange?
Orange, yeah.
Yeah, Orange. What were you doing?
Orange was also at the gym because he's an ultimate jock. I just have to make a bunch of ultimate
Who's the
stuff.
scientist again?
Grapes.
Grapes. I accuse you because I see signs of intoxication from the dead man's body. Timmy, right? Timmy died.
You already forgot who died?
It's called moving on, Daniel. Grape, I accuse you. You probably built like toxic chemicals and poison Timmy.
All right. Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
You put Grapes on trial. Grapes says, listen, I didn't do jack. Daniel's the last person who found him. Banner was the last person who was with him. And that Elias dude, he was in his room all day with no witnesses. I am not the guy. Do you vote to kill him?
Yeah.
And you were... Ding, ding, ding! You were correct. Grapes was the killer.
Are we done?
The foul odor that stench was actually H2S. If you're exposed to small doses of H2S, you can actually smell a rotten egg odor. So Grapes made some H2S
And poison.
and released it into the bathroom, killing whoever was going to go in it.
It was a random hit and run.
Yeah, he just had to kill anybody.
All right, that was a smart choice. I'm kind of impressed. Nice job, Grapes. See you in the next life.
Also, Danganronpa always kills people in the most horrifying way. The Grapes gets peeled to death.
I beat the game already. Kuma, you have to release me now. Your rule was that if somebody kills someone, they get to be released, right?
Yeah.
It was my deduction that killed Grapes.
No, everybody voted to kill Grapes, so nobody leaves.
But it was my deduction.
And it's not murder.
They didn't
if-
say anything.
Anyway.
They were zero help.
Bye! Monokuma leaves, and that's the end of the video. I know there's like each day another person dies, but in this case, we were just trying to figure out who the murderer was. And unfortunately, Elias got it way too quickly. There are 7 endings. He got 2. One was a troll pick, and the other one he actually just got. So, I don't know. There's 7 endings in total. One where you actually go to the washroom and you die.
It was too easy, man.
It was not easy.
Like, I smell the rotten egg already at the kitchen, right?
Or does everybody just know about that? Is that like a common fact?
It's not a common fact, but if it's a murder mystery and then you included a detail.
But I've included a lot of details.
The only detail that seemed to matter, foul odor.
But the thing is, you were supposed to continue to the gym and then the bathroom, and I would have given you a much more different types of details that would have thrown you off. But then you decided to quit at the cafeteria for no reason. You just went to your room after the cafeteria. There was a science lab. You're gonna have more... Whatever. All right, everybody, thank you guys so much for watching. We just really wanted to do a Danganronpa topic. We've been wanting to do it. I've tried recording Danganronpa for the 4th time now, and so we'll edit this one, and hopefully it turns out okay-ish. But the fact that Elias just got it right away without making a lot of sense makes this... Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. Bye-bye.
Bye.